Well, federal parliament resumes for the first time for the year this week, and the pre-election battle will be on in earnest. We're expecting last week's text message drama to figure in question time. He won't miss that, Albo. The government will be finalising plans to bring back international tourists, and there'll be more debate over the religious discrimination bill. With a look at today's political headlines, I'm joined now by Jonathan Lea in Canberra. Jonathan, good to have you on the program. The Prime Minister is making it clear he's forgiven Barnaby Joyce.
Chris, good evening. He certainly says that he has forgiven Barnaby Joyce. The Prime Minister was in Parramatta today. He was actually at the I Forgive event, which was a nice sign of the stars aligning, at least for Scott Morrison, but tragic for the families involved, I should say. Yeah. The Abdullah family and the Stoker family, they lost their 4 children 2 years ago when they were hit by an out-of-control driver. So they've set up this foundation, this charity, to focus on the good in the world, to put the bad behind them and move forward. The Prime Minister was a guest there, but he spoke to the media a short time after. Naturally, the question of Barnaby Joyce came up. The text message where he was accused of being a liar, a rearranger of the truth and a hypocrite. He said that he certainly had forgiven Barnaby Joyce. He said it wasn't for him to hold something against someone. It was a case of turning the other cheek. When it comes to that parable, this is what he had to say. Let's have a listen.
Well, quite easily, actually, because, you know, politics is a brutal business, and anyone who pretends it's not, and anybody who pretends that from time to time people don't get angry or bitter or don't act like other human beings, then if you can't accept and understand each other's frailties and be forgiving in those circumstances, then frankly that says a lot more about you than it does about others.
So, Jonathan, we'll also hear this week about a change to our international borders, right?
Yeah, it looks like this is on the cards, and the government always likes to talk about borders when it's in a little bit of trouble, but it seems that we could have international tourists heading back our way later this month. We've got a National Security Committee meeting set down for tomorrow. The government or the experts, the power brokers, will hear from the health experts about what this will mean for our hospital system. At the moment, we're seeing the tailing off of the Omicron wave. The government wants to make sure that it's okay to bring tourists back in, but they would naturally at this stage have to be double vaccinated and have the vaccine passports. The government also hasn't said whether they would be checked on the other side before coming, or whether they would be turned around here if they don't meet that. Here's a little taste of what the government had to say on that front.
The key issue that we have been examining and I have asked for advice from our health officials now over recent weeks is how that decision could impact on our hospitals, which has been our primary consideration. But the previous opening up of the borders has gone very well, and we are looking forward to be able to make that decision to open up our borders and welcome visitors back to Australia again as soon as we safely and possibly can. But I really do not believe that is far away.
So that is a priority for us now, and I know that the Prime Minister and I know that I have been working over the last few weeks in particular to make sure that we are ready to open to international tourists as soon as it is safe to do so. So we have been speaking with health professionals. We are getting ready to open as soon as we can.
It'll be a lively week. Jonathan, enjoy. Thank you for your time.